expect you to help me out and keep your mouth shut?
No, not necessarily, because if you bring me a part of this, and then you know what I'm saying, like, you make your statement to the police, and you hire me to do this and make a statement and turn me in, then, you know, right, wrong, I might as well go with, you know, the same person that hired me and made a statement on me. I might as well just, you know, keep it real and tell the truth. This is who hired me, right? And then there it goes. This is who brought me in.
Okay. When you tried, they asked you again.
I don't know Juke and them like that. I don't know Juke.
Okay.
So I'm not with them.
When they gave you the money.
They didn't give me the money. I was locked up.
When they gave the lawyer the money, you think Mr. Govan came up with $50,000 in cash to pay the lawyer?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
All right, we've already answered this. You said you know it came from them, the lawyer told you. I got it. So let's move from that to, was Mr. Juke ever interviewed by the police in this case?
I don't know.
You read the discovery in your case, did you not?
No, I ain't read all that. I ain't had a whole 1,000-some pages.
All right. So in here, when you said I looked at the discovery after your March interview, and that's how.
I saw my part. My part was short.
Okay. Your part was short, even though you're the one with the AK-47 committing a murder, telling them about AutoZone, telling them about I went here, I went there. Let's go back. All right. You talked about pressure wool. You know pressure wool, right?
Yeah.
You know what it looks like. You've been there before.
Yeah.
Sometimes people sell drugs there.
I don't know, but I don't know what goes on in prison world like that. I can't say all that.
All right.
I can't say all that.
You said you've been to pressure. What did you go to pressure wool for?
I went up there with him to get it, Mr. Govan to get it car wash before. And then I went the day of the shooting and I met Mr. Govan up there.
All right, so is it your testimony now, after I just asked you, you've been there before and you know what it looks like? You've only been there twice. Is that your
I
testimony?
can't tell you how many times I've been to get a car wash, sir.
Okay. You live in the same neighborhood as Mr. Govan, just a couple minutes away.
Yes, sir.
The pressure roll is just a couple minutes away from both you guys.
Yes, sir.
And you know what it looks like.
Yes, sir.
And you've been there.
Yes, sir.
Have you been there without Mr. Govan?
No, sir.
Okay, so is it fair to say then you're saying you've only been there twice in your life?
I can't tell you because I've probably been there 2-3 times with him. I don't know. I just can't tell you, sir.
Okay, so it was, I went there to get my car, he got his car
Objection, Your
washed.
Honor, ask him answer.
Why don't they, well, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I apologize.
He's fine.
You went there one time with Mr. Govan so he could wash his car.
Get it car wash.
Okay. And the next time you mentioned it was to pick up your phone.
If you want to say that, yes, sir. I went back to pick my phone up from him at the car wash. He told me to meet him where he get his car wash at because I already knew. So, you know, I went there and met him.
And then there may have been other times you went to the car wash with Mr.
No,
Govan.
I'm not saying all that, sir.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
When you go to pressure wool, you do notice there's cameras all around the building and there's only one way in and
I
out.
don't notice all that, but it might be.
Okay. So if I'm a good detective and you say I went to pressure wool, certainly they would have gone to pressure wool, seen the cameras, and asked for the surveillance footage, right? To
I
back
don't
up
know
what
what they did, sir. I can't do their job for. I don't know. I can't tell them. I don't know what they did, sir.
All right. When you talked about when the meeting happened, was it just you and Juke when the meeting happened?
No, me, Juke, and Mr. Now there you go, man, sir.
And was that planned in advance?
Nah, I told you I was just pulling up the 5 P's. Actually, Juke was already over there. And,
Okay.
go man was like, we're going to let's see right here. You know what I'm saying? This is what we had to be the other day. And
All right.
Juke like, hold on. Put them phones, you know what I'm saying? Can't trust you like that.
With regards to trying to figure out when this meeting happened with Juke, that's the first time you saw him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
First time I saw him.
And you just know Mr. Govan for a very short period of time prior to this meeting, right?
Right.
Okay, but Govan, even though you don't even know him, approached you and said you want to kill some people.
Nah, he said, you know, paper got hits on the head. Not you want to kill some people. Then paper got hits on the head. Boundaries on it.
Right, so,
This our turn. You
okay.
know what I'm saying? Street. This
He
our
just-
turn. Our way saying.
So is he doing a public service announcement saying, hey, there's a
Nah,
bounty on these
nah.
people, or is he
You don't
telling
do
you to
stuff
do it?
like that. You don't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You first you gotta figure a person out. So that's basically what he was doing, figuring me out. He said I was buying pills from him. So I probably need a little money because I get pills on credit or whatever from him. You know what I'm saying? And he saw me and Bobby tight, so he figured me out and was like, you know, you wanna make some money?
Okay. And so this is a murder Mr. Govan couldn't do himself to make $100,000. He needed you to do it and maybe get $10,000 out of it.
I don't know what he could have did himself. I don't know. I can't tell you all this, sir. He probably, well, he had a whole bunch of young guys around him, you know what I'm saying? So I guess he wanted to just send us on out, you know.
So now he had a whole bunch of guys that he was talking to this about.
Nah, I'm saying he had young guys around him, you know, we'll come around. So, you know.
So is everybody supposed to be told, go out and kill people and make some
I
money?
don't know, sir. I don't know, but I'm not finna sit here and lie, sir.
Okay, but now you're telling me that he had other young people out here and everybody knew that there was a price on
I
Dolph.
didn't say everybody. I don't know who all knew, sir, but I know me, Bobby, Justin, and the other guy. I don't know who all knew because I'm not with their little crew. So what they talked about when I went around, I don't know, sir. You know what I'm saying? I was Bobby's partner. I wasn't his partner really, but you know, once me and Bobby, he saw me and Bobby was, then he, you know, started, you know, trying to play a bundle.
All right. So a gentleman that you've just recently met decides he's going to trust you enough to tell you that there's a price on people's head. And just like that, you trust some guy living in Orange Mound to be able to come through with the money based on his representation.
Nah, it wasn't even representation. It's just, you know, when you hungry for some money, you would get out there and get your hand dirty, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I had already saw Juke, like, after he told us, and we went on one mission, and Bobby clarified that, you know, his brother good for, and Juke was over there when I met, and Juke clarified that our money was going to be good. It's go time.
Right, but remember,
We done been to the club together and everything.
I get it, but
And
let's,
Juke was at the club too.
right, I understand Joe told you the money was good, but the problem with that statement is you'd already shot at Mr. Wu, so you said close to a month or so before meeting
Nah,
with
I
Joe.
didn't say no month or so before meeting no Juke. I didn't say that. It was a couple days later. When I pulled up and got them pills, it probably was the next day or 2-3 days later. I can't remember the timeline, but it wasn't no couple months.
So when you said 2 weeks, maybe a month,
Nah,
that
I
was
didn't
incorrect.
I didn't say that, sir. I
Alright.
didn't say that. It was like probably the next day I pulled up over there, bought some pills from him. The next day or two, I don't know exactly when. And he was like, here go, let's see right here. This who put their work in, who shot it, Woo.
All right, so if all this is already known and understood, why would Mr. Jook need you to take your phones out and then walk you through how much everybody's worth? You already knew all that.
If you want to be honest with you, I can be honest with you. Because they were saying that Mr. Govan was like wasn't straight or nothing like that. Was like informing and stuff like that. And, you know, they were saying that he was police. So,
Okay.
yeah, well, all the phones got to go outside, you know, when you talk around.
So let me back this up. You were told at the meeting that Mr. Govan could be police.
Nah, Bobby been told me that.
So Bobby told you.
And then the streets talk, you know, people in the neighborhoods were saying that, you know, he had got him popped and he had got him sent to jail and he was
Right.
setting them up and stuff like that.
So let's maybe go back to scratch. You just met this guy for a short period of time over the summer. Bobby's already told you he's a snitch, maybe works for the feds.
But you can't tell me nothing about nobody like that. If he ain't did no wrong to me, he ain't did no police stuff to me, he ain't police me, so I don't just take you to the street say that about anybody, you know what I'm saying? They
Your
probably
friend-
saying it about me right now.
Your friend Bobby Carter told you that. Your friend.
An associate.
Okay.
I don't have friends, I have associates.
All right. Your associate told you that this man that you just met is a federal snitch. You can't trust him, right?
Yeah, but people say that about anybody, man, you know what I'm saying? So, no, you ain't did no police stuff to me, like, I ain't got no bad to say about you, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
You cool, you
So-
know, streets talk like that all the time, associates or whatever. Cause he probably seen how me and him was get, and he ain't like that, so he come with this, man. You know, he police, you know what I'm saying? So I don't listen to what people say.
All right. So let me just ask.
It's just like proving guilty and guilty until proven innocent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the problem we're having. So let me ask you
Innocent
some
until
questions.
proven guilty. However you get.
All right. So before you meet Mr. Govan, according to you, whenever that was, Bobby Carter's already giving you rumors, your associate, that he's a snitch. You can't trust him.
Nah, not before. After me and him start, you know what I'm saying, hanging out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That was Bobby.
All right. So now you're saying Bobby told you he was a snitch after you guys
Yeah,
started hanging
like,
out?
after he saw how our relationship was, this when he was like, you know what I'm saying, can't trust him, you know, that's why I feel back. He was like, that's why he want to take me pause in. Ain't none of this or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying?
So your associate Bobby Carter that introduced you to Mr. Govan fell back because he didn't trust Mr. Govan.
Yeah, because me and Bobby had a problem too, though, so that's why
Okay.
I really didn't believe because he had put my towel on flag and stuff, so I really just ain't believe everything people were saying, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So now you and your associate Bobby Carter had problems as well. So
I
you
had
didn't believe it.
yeah, so I was like really more around him than Bobby. I had feel bad for Bobby because we had little different problems and stuff too, you know.
So the same guy you went shooting with, you guys had a disagreement, so you weren't friends anymore.
yeah.
So the car where it's parked, even though Bobby lives just a couple of doors down, we're going to keep saying it's across from Govan's house. It was actually in front of an abandoned house, right? One or two down from Govan.
What?
The car, when you guys dropped off the Mercedes.
It was right across the street at the abandoned house from his house.
Okay, which is 2 doors down, but on the same street from Bobby Carter's house.
Yeah, it's on the same side as Bobby, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
On the same side as Bobby, but right across the street from his Govan house.
Did Bobby ever tell you, call you, and say, why is there a fancy Mercedes sitting in front of my house with a busted window?
I wasn't talking to Bobby at the time. Bobby texted me and said, you niggas ain't gonna fuck with me. It's actually in my phone, so
Okay.
Bobby the one, I don't know.
When you talked to the police regarding the meeting, you said the meeting took place around the time Braylon Murray was murdered. You remember that?
Who?
Braylon Murray.
Who are they?
Could I show him the exhibit, please? I want you to look at the highlighted portion of paragraph 9 of the debrief of the press. You mentioned you've seen the discovery about you, so this is about you. You agree that the feds wrote up a long 6-page summary about your interview, right?
I ain't had that much in school.
Okay, so your lawyer, over the
Ain't get
last
all my
3 years,
disclosure.
has never shown you your own statement to the police.
No, ain't get all my disclosure.
So you're basically telling me your lawyer is a complete buffoon that didn't share your own
No,
discovery
I
with you.
wouldn't say that about my lawyer. I'm not saying it, because I told him I didn't want the rest of the discovery. So I didn't say that. I just said I didn't get all my discovery.
So you know specifically the interviews that you did with the police, maybe the most important thing, he didn't give those to you.
I didn't care to get all that. After these pages came, I didn't care to get no more.
Can you hand that to him? Just read the highlighted portion to yourself, please.
I don't know who that is. What's the nickname?
I don't know. That's what the police said you wrote. You told them. CD, that was you at the time. That's the phrase, the initials they were using for you. Said the August 13, 2021. This meeting was around there, around the same time Braylon Murray was murdered. Right?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Tell me, how many people have you shot over your life, your career?
My career is not a career, for one, but I went to jail in 2011 for aggravated assault charge, and that's it.
Okay, but I'm just asking you, how many people have you shot? We've got Wu down. Who else?
I haven't shot Wu. I shot at Wu. It's a difference.
All right. Tell these nice people in the jury box, how many people have you shot at?
One. How many people have I shot at?
Yeah.
Wu, and I shot a guy in 2011, and Dolph. That's it.
All right.
Now criminals just doing stuff like that.
Okay. Could I retrieve that deputy? got arrested on December 9th in that intoxicated state we talked about, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta say yes or no.
Yes, sir. I was under the influence.
Okay. The police still interviewed you on the 9th, is that correct?
Because I said I talked to him because I figured as long as I don't incriminate myself, they'll let me go.
Okay. And then do you remember your girlfriend, Angela Arnold, talking to the police on December 14th?
I remember. I wasn't there. I was locked up, but I remember.
All right. Do you remember calling from the jail on December 12th before she gave her statement to talk to her?
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember asking for an alibi from Angela so you wouldn't be mixed up in this thing?
Alibi? What you mean?
That you didn't do it?
No, I probably did. 9 times out of 10 I did because, I'm trying to get out of it.
And then you also called Shay. Is that Letitia Jackson?
Yes, sir.
And you also talked to her on December 12th, talking about what exactly happened, that you were being charged with murder. Remember that?
No, I don't remember. That's my birthday, though, but I don't remember.
Okay. Do you remember being told that Angela went and talked to the police on the 14th of
Yeah,
December?
I remember.
All right. After that call, do you remember calling Uncle Ron and asking him to find out what Angela said to the police?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. And aside from Uncle Ron, you also called your brother Quez to find out what Angela said to the police on the 14th, right?
Probably.
All right. And then aside from Uncle Ron and your brother Quez, you also called Shay about it, right, to contact Angela.
Probably.
And then you, aside from Uncle Ron, your brother Quez, Shay, your child's mother, you also asked Kiana, your sister, to find out what Angela told the police. You have to say yes or no.
Probably.
Okay. And do you remember your family telling Angela, do not go down to the police station to make a second statement?
What you mean, my family? Who is my family? Like,
Shay,
Nah, Shay my kid's mama. Her and husband don't even get along, so I don't know. I don't remember that.
Deputy, could you show him the jail recorded phone call from December 15th, 2021, right here, please? You read it out to yourself. Just read it to yourself.
December what?
15th, 2021, I've highlighted for you, where it says Smith said.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if I could retrieve that back. You remember telling your family, tell Angela Arnold not to go down to the detective's office until you came home.
But,
That's a yes, right?
yeah, I read about that. I see it.
Okay. And then underneath it, you can look at it as well again. And you also tell Uncle Ron, go talk to Angela before she goes back to the police.
Yeah, I read about that.
Okay. And then did you yourself on the 15th talk to Angela Arnold at 8:27 p.m. to talk about her interview with the police?
If it's right there, I read.
I don't wanna-
I did.
Okay, well, I know your memory
If
is
it's a jailhouse phone call, yes, sir. It's right there, black and white.
just take a look at it, because I don't want you to misunderstand any dates, because I know it's a little iffy.
What date you said?
The top of the page, you'll read the 15th. that day, you asked Angela, tell you what she's going to do because you wanted to figure this shit out. And you don't want her going down to the police until you get out so you guys can go with a lawyer. Is that right?
Well, I don't know. That part ain't on her, but yeah, till I get out. No.
Yeah. Okay. And then you also told her to say she doesn't know anything about it. Keep up with the false statement that she's already made.
Nah, because she ain't make no false statement, so, she told them what she knew.
But on the 14th, she said she didn't know anything.
I don't know what she told them. I wasn't nurse her, you know what I'm saying? But she told them she what she knew, and,
So she had no idea that this was going to go down before it went down on November 17th, right?
Nah, she ain't know till November 17th.
Right.
She ain't know till the date. When she picked me up, I had to go and tell her and keep her aware of what was what. And quick, like, make sure her sister stay happy, man. Make sure she stay happy.
All right, but then you also used her to go buy the car cover at AutoZone
Yeah,
2 days
that
after
was
the
fake.
shooting.
Yeah, that was fake.
Right, but at that point, she knows she's hiding evidence, right, by buying this car cover trying to hide the car.
Nah, she ain't know she had no evidence or nothing like that. Angela Green, man, she ain't know nothing about what she was doing or nothing like that. I just told her go buy a car cover. She ain't know what car it was for.
Okay. So even though you guys committed a shooting in a car, you didn't tell her anything about it, just said go buy a car cover. She was like, okay, I'll do it.
Nah, I told her I got shot and stuff. I said, man, just go in there and get a universal car cover for me. You know what I'm saying? She ain't know what car that car cover finna go on. She ain't know that.
You've just been shot 2 days earlier. She picks you up at a strange apartment that she doesn't live at where you've got bandages. You tell her to go buy a car cover and she doesn't ask any questions?
Nah, I told her, man, I did tell her that, we just got into a little shootout and, I told her it was a $1.5 million hit on Dolph. That's what I told her, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. So you told your girlfriend that you were going to get $1.5 million for killing Dolph shortly after that, right?
Yeah.
And then it became $1 million.
No. I told her 1.5.
Okay.
But it was really 100,000. I never said no million. I never said no 200,000. Whatever you trying to get it. I never said that.
I'm not getting anything. I just have paperwork in front of me. So when Angela testifies, I'm going to ask her. She'll say that I agree with you. The 1.5 million was the first thing you mentioned. So you didn't mention to her $1 million.
I ain't say no better.
You didn't mention $500,000 to her.
No.
Right. Did you mention to her that you talked to Shay, your child's mother, and said you're going to use that money to buy a house for them and live happily ever after?
I ain't, because I ain't never said no stuff like that to Shay, man. I ain't say we were living happy ever after, man. I just said, I was going to, make sure if God would have, well, I ain't going to say if God, because God don't bless evil, but if I would have got away with it, and I would have got the little 50,000, I would have blessed my children's mother with about 10 so they could get them a house or something, and I sent their text messages, and they want to know we going to be happy ever after and all that. Nah.
Right. Do you remember when another lawyer named Luke Evans, I think, was a lawyer, he asked you about that, and you said, I was just running game on her. Doesn't mean anything. You ran game on Angela, right?
No, I ain't run game on them.
Who did you run game on?
I ain't run game on nobody. Because my children's mother was going to, get in. I was going to put them down in a house. You can't buy no house for no 40,000 or nothing like that,
I guess you gotta find it for me.
Yeah, it was just running, running game is like just telling them, like,
lying to them.
No, I wouldn't say lying. It just, man and women talking. She know me, I know her. She know I'm full of shit. I know she full of shit. Basically.
All right.
Just
So
put a smile on each other's face. Laugh. Something to laugh about.
Deputy, could I have you looking at page 153, please? Could you go ahead and read that page, please? retrieve that, deputy. Alright. So the question was asked by Mr. Evans, but you're telling her you're gonna buy her a house. Answer, I said that the day before, I said that the day before. Question, the day before? Answer, yeah,
Yeah.
I tell a female a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like that, my baby mama. I was just trying to get back with her or whatever. I ain't just like, it's just game. You know what I'm saying? It's just game. It ain't about all, it's just game. So when I asked you that you were trying to get back with your baby's mother, and you said that to this other lawyer, that's a lie.
Well, no, because if it's right there, you know what I'm saying? If I said it then, how I feel now about her and how I feel then, different time.
Alright,
Been 44 months, man.
I understand. And you don't want to spend the rest of your life in prison, do you?
I don't know if I want to spend the rest of their life in prison, but, I got to do whatever they give me to do. If they give me life, then it's just my life, you know what I'm saying? I did the crime.
Okay. So let me finish up this. So, when he talked to you about the day before, yeah, I tell a female a lie, you know what I'm saying, like that my baby mama. I was just trying to get back with her or whatever. It ain't just like, it's just a game, you know what I'm saying? It's just game. It ain't all about all, it's just game. Question, so you're just lying to her too? Answer, I ain't saying lying, I ain't gonna say that. Game and lying is two different things because, tell a person what they want to hear, you know what I'm saying. You said that, right?
I just told you, yeah.
Right. And you're
Now,
running the game.
how I feel about her now, how I feel being different. You know what I'm saying? Once again, same response.
I agree, but it's a very
So you...
eye-opening statement to me. Is tell people what they want to hear. It's just a game.
No. It's different from that. It's totally different, sir.
Okay. So when you said
This ain't game right here. This shit real, man.
Okay.
Somebody lost their life.
Right.
This
And
ain't game right here.
and you want to make amends for that, right?
I pray every day. Ask God to forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Ask that family to forgive me and stuff like that.
Right. It's been 4 years. Why did you just take a guilty plea so the family didn't have to worry about it? You still haven't pled guilty to this case.
Why did I just take a guilty plea?
Yeah. They're going to give you what they're going to give you.
Yeah, they are, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma just keep it real, Same person that hired me, same person that, what I'm saying, kept it real with them. So I'ma keep it real too, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know nothing about this. I ain't had no beef with paper route. I ain't into no paper route. I don't know none of them. Had I not met Mr. Hernandez Govan, and he told me about the hit on all their head and stuff, I wouldn't be sitting up here, sir. I'd still be up there popping my pills, minding my business.
All right. With regards to after the shooting, you said you went to the car and you cleaned it at night, correct?
Yes, sir.
The car in which you were bleeding from your shoulder wound and maybe or maybe not from your leg wound.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you mentioned that you took bleaching peroxide and you wiped it
I
down.
didn't say what it was. I said I don't know exactly what, I can't recall exactly what I sprayed on. Cleaning stuff.
Just give me a second, I'll show you the statement.
Okay. If it's there and I said it, I admit it is there, but I don't remember. I can't just tell you, this is what I use right off top right
I'm just asking, how many people have you shot that you can't remember going to clean a car with bleach and
I
peroxide?
just told you, sir, I ain't shoot nobody but a guy in 2011. I shot Ed Wu and Young Dolph. I don't shoot people like that. I'm not that kind of guy. How many people have you shot, guy?
All right. You remember pulling a gun on your child's mother where she had to get a restraining order against you?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, you didn't shoot at her, but you just pulled a gun on her, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. With regards to that Angela, you had domestic violence calls as well. As just a few months before all this happened, she called the police on
Am I
you.
on trial, sir?
Well, you should be, but you're not right now. So I'm asking you.
Well, why you bring up my criminal history? Am I?
Mr. Smith, answer the question.
Yeah.
All right. And then did you also steal TVs and other things to
Yes,
go
sir,
buy
I did.
drugs
Yes,
after
sir.
you stole Angela's property?
Yes, sir, I did.
And you've had domestic violence with her as well.
Yes, sir, I did.
But she's still dating you as of today after 4 years of being in
Yes,
prison.
sir. People go through their ups and downs. Every relationship do.
Okay. page 158 and 159. Sorry, you're going to get your steps in, Deputy. Let's do this again.
No problem.
I want you to read the bottom of that page and the top of the next page, please. Could I have it back, Deputy? All right. So the question you asked, just trying to see who asked you the question. Luke Evans asked you the questions. It was actually twice. It was also asked on page 153. Question, all right. Now you said you wiped down this car. How did you wipe down this car? Like, what did you do? Answer, what you mean? Question, how did you wipe down the car? What did you do? You walked through the backyard, walked up to the car. What did you do next? Answer, I took a towel and, I had like peroxide and bleach and stuff, and I wiped the car down. Question, peroxide and bleach? Answer, yeah. Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah. You trying to say how I did it with a shot arm? And then you guys go on as to how you would wipe that thing down. Remember 3 different times you talked about bleach and peroxide?
Yeah.
And carrying big things of bleach and peroxide to the car?
I ain't say I carried.
Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah.
I had it on a towel. I ain't say I carried no beef. Because I remember him asking me, now you shot and you holding all this. I ain't do all
Let's
this.
hear it again.
Again, I'm asked and answered several times.
It keeps changing.
We'll give him a chance to clear this up.
Thank you, sir. I'll just ask you again. Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah.
Yeah, it's on that paper, yeah.
Okay. At some point in one of your interviews, you mentioned that Justin Johnson gave $500 to the neighbor next to your father's house along with a letter. You remember that?
Yeah,
That happened, right?
yeah,
All right, and the lady that lives next to your dad's house, is that Vivian Ferguson?
yeah.
All right. And so she was given $500 by whom?
I wasn't there at the time, but I believe it was Justin Johnson.
Okay, so Justin Johnson arguably would have gone to your dad's neighbor, lady that's like a grandmother, Vivian Ferguson, if I remember correctly, and gave her $500 cash, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at some point after the shooting, you went to Atlanta, right?
I was coming back from Atlanta when he had took that 500 as well.
Okay. I'm not going to ask if you know when the 500 went there because I'm certain it's going to be blurry for you, but after the shooting, you went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right. And then, arguably, when things cooled down, you came back and there should have been $500 waiting for you with Mrs. Vivian Ferguson, right?
Nah, I was on my way back from Atlanta when he gave her that 500. I was already en route back to me.
All right. So she would hold the money for you
Yeah,
until you
I
got
was
back.
just a few hours away.
Okay. You have any idea when that was?
Nah, I can't tell you.
Okay. With regards to when you met Justin, you told us repeatedly to the government that you met him through Mr. Govan. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you remember making an intoxicated statement to the police on December 9th when you were arrested? That you met Mr. Johnson through another rapper that you knew as miscellaneous. It's like $MISC. You remember saying that?
Nah, I don't recall it.
Okay.
I was under the influence, sir, so I don't recall none of that interview at all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. On December the 9th, the day I got locked up, I was high. My mugshot said I don't know nothing.
Okay. So let me back up that day that you got locked